gentlemen, as you know, the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck it. It's publicly stated that, damn it, who put that up? Is that $200 an hour?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 41 of the Gamers Do Sports podcast. I'm your host, AJ, and if there was a more fitting video to describe my mood towards this week, it was me and Gene Okerlund saying fucking on live TV.
Gotta love him.
With me this week, we got Josh. Hi, Josh.
I'm with you this week?
Apparently.
All right, cool. I'm in.
We got Tony.
I'm back after last week's escapades.
Yes, Outbreak Monkey.
And Tristan is not here this week.
Shame.
He's now hugging something else. I don't know.
He's hugging a thumbnail.
Shame.
How does everybody like the new thumbnail this week? Going back to the original way we were doing it.
I was just trying to find a nail. I have a thumb right here. I don't know where
It's
the nail's
cleaner.
A lot less going on. Looks very nice.
As Alcast would say, so fresh and so clean. Yeah.
Don't ever do that again.
Welcome back to Bad City.
Josh, Tony's trying to be hip again.
Yeah!
Oh, God. Don't even start.
It was too quiet last week. Now the loudmouth's back. Sorry.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Oh my god.
It makes me feel
man.
dirty. You make me feel dirty, Tony.
I mean, I make you do something. So I'm
Like, where's the teddy bear where I have to show where the chubby man hurt me?
Oh Jesus, man.
I got the Buddha belly going. You know.
Dude, I'm trying to
you.
delete stuff off of my hard drive right now.
I'm scaring Tate. Well, thanks. I'm glad I'm doing something productive.
I mean, I got to clear up some space on my disk, and I don't know how to clear up stuff on it.
Wow. That's just dandy, I guess.
So that's a good question for anybody else who's sitting here listening. You know how I can clear up some space because I don't fucking have any.
Call the show 1-800 Gamers Do Sports.
That'd be
Type in
fantastic.
chat.
I already know
man.
this is gonna be a haywire show tonight.
Don't hate it. Appreciate
Can
it.
I start with the fact that AJ's hockey team seems to always beat my hockey team like a fucking mule every time.
Oh,
And you're mad about this?
go
I'm
right ahead.
I'm not surprised, but I told you, I don't know if you read the text, but if you, Mr. Betting Man, David Pastrnak, anytime goal, you need to start hammering it every time they play the Leafs because that dude owns us like we stole something from him.
I will say one thing I'm happy about, and that's not your team consistently losing. It's the fact that Jalen Johnson is coming back to the Bears. 4 years, $76 million.
Big. I think that's huge.
Hell yeah.
It's a very big re-sign for you guys.
That's something that we had to do. We had to knock that out.
The safety market's really rich this year in free agency. A lot of the teams are letting go a lot of big name free agent safeties.
Man, has Buffalo already thrown in the towel?
They're in cap hell. Unfortunately, they have to go the route they're going, and a lot of their guys are older. Between that and salary, they're in big trouble. I think a lot of people are saying their window's closed, and I don't know if it's closed per se yet, but it's gotten lessened by the fact they had to release a lot of these guys, and Josh Allen's got to get paid. And
Mitchell Trubisky returning to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Trubisky signed a 2-year deal to go back to Buffalo and sit on his ass.
Because he goes to Pittsburgh, realizes he sucks, he can't beat out Mason Rudolph, and went, oh, Pittsburgh or Buffalo, you want to bring me back as backup? I'm going to skate on back so I can have a job.
I'm on my way. You guys don't even have to send a car.
No. I did see Winfield Jr. get tagged by the Buck State. I did see that. That's
Dude, I was trying to figure out what abbreviation that was, and I was like, fuck, I ain't even trying.
Yeah, Antoine Winfield Jr. I saw that. Yeah, there's some big franchise tag signings, and I don't know if the Bucks sign Baker Mayfield, you guys probably should win the South, unless there's a certain trade that might happen with a Chicago quarterback going to Atlanta. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
I hope it doesn't. I really do. I think that if you're dead set on going after Caleb Williams, you should draft him, sit him behind Justin Fields for a year, and see where it goes. Or you can start to develop more of a New Orleans offense where you use Justin Fields as a Taysom Hill in some plays.
Let me ask you, Josh, since this is your team, about this idea. What if somebody traded up from, like, say Denver just got desperate and traded up to the first overall pick? And say you guys took Bo Nix or JJ McCarthy to back up Justin Fields.
I don't want a Michigan. I don't want to go from Ohio to Michigan. That'd be like going from a turd sandwich to a turd burrito. No.
I'm sorry. Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever do it. What school did he go to?
That's fine. But even the sun shines on a dog's ass from time to time. Hey, how's the rest of the quarterbacks since Tom Brady fared in the NFL?
Elvis Gerbach was there. Brian Hoyer.
I'm just saying. Sit down. That's what I'm saying to you. Sit down. Quiet your jaw, sir.
Okay, I said Bo Nix, and he went to 3 colleges and was there for 7 years, jokingly. But
you to quiet your jaw.
My point was more or less, would you be more comfortable with the Bears drafting a quarterback later on behind Fields and just loading up for Fields to see how he does instead of the Caleb Williams?
I don't think we need to take a quarterback this year. I think we have other spots on our team that need work. I'd like to get Marvin Harrison Jr. That would, I'd be happy with that. I'd happy to get the we don't need a tight end because we got Cole Kmet, but give us some defense. If you're dead set on going offense, bring in Harrison Jr. to couple with DJ Moore. They already have worked together. Like, let's go.
And you have
Caleb
$100 million
Williams
in cap.
Is a tallywhacker McDouchebag. I'm sorry. I'm not going to like him. And you know my feelings once I dislike a quarterback. It doesn't go away.
Wait a minute. Would he be your modern Phillip Rivers?
You can go.
God.
It's a good question. You hate him that much already. Huh?
Kick him out of the fucking room.
No, it's a legitimate question.
Bringing up
It's a legitimate question.
It's a legitimate gripe.
Oh, God. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I can't even talk to you.
Oh, you can't talk to me. Oh,
no one will ever be my Phillip Rivers.
That's true. Okay, fair. No one's on that level. I
but
understand.
the fact that this guy is trying to call his shots before he even walks into a NFL locker room is insulting.
Right. And the fact he might be on your team is why I'm like, trying to emphasize.
And we're trying to build something, not make a media circus. Stupid as shit. I'm sorry.
I like Ryan saying in the chat, Harrison Jr. and offensive line. Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
I mean, that would be a perfectly fine draft if you weren't going the route of Caleb Williams.
I'd be 100% down.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If the direction they said is, hey, Fields is our guy. And that's the thing. You get Fields, Marvin Harrison Jr. and DJ Moore and a better offensive line. Now you got something brewing there. On top of the fact that your defense got better second half of the season last year. So you got a lot of cap room.
Yeah, we can make some moves if we're smart about it. But that's the thing. We got old lady McCaskey that's more concerned about pooping in her pants than actually putting together a decent team.
Well, my biggest problem with the Caleb Williams hype is this. They're saying this guy's going to come in and you guys are automatically going to make the playoffs. It's like, you don't even know what he's going to do yet, right? You have no clue what he's going to do yet. Because Trevor Lawrence walked in, this, again, generational talent, did not do it. Now, granted, he had Urban Meyer still.
He's still ain't that good. So, again, sit down.
So you have that. I'm just talking about the hype guys. Andrew Luck did pretty good for the short period of time, but his offensive line destroyed him, and that's why they retired early. There's plenty of times where this untouchable quarterback class, and all of a sudden you take the top guy, and he ends up behind a bad offensive line, bad offensive scheme, and you go, well, what happened to him? I'm sorry, Fields knows what he's doing in Chicago. I would trust Fields in year 4, I think it is, right? Year 4 coming up for Fields.
Yeah.
With a little bit of help about trying to get a line and Marvin Harrison Jr. and all that stuff over a rookie quarterback who has no idea what the league has to offer him. And if he's throwing temper tantrums after losses, you're welcome to Chicago. You think that shit's going to come easy? No. You're going to lose a little bit, you know?
I'm telling you, bro, this is not a good idea.
No.
This is not a good freaking idea. And everybody can say what they want to say, but I'm telling you, this is not a good idea. I'm sorry. This is going to turn into a media circus. We're getting another Johnny Manziel, probably with a little bit better talent.
Wow. Oof.
That's a statement.
That is. That's rich.
I said that he was more talented.
Yeah.
But
If you could make a move back and get Jaden Daniels at like 4 or 5.
Hey.
I know New England. I know. I'm just saying, like, if Jaden Daniels had fallen a little bit and you scooped him up to back up Fields just in case, and if Fields didn't make improvements, you have the backup. I'd understand that. I think you guys are going quarterback, though. I mean, I hate to say it. I still think they are dead set on this Caleb Williams idea. And I hope that they don't do it. I'm with you on this. I agree with you. I think they should go a completely different direction with Harrison Jr., with an offensive line, get a bunch of draft picks if they trade down a couple spots that take – or the rumors Commanders are liking Caleb Williams because Caleb's from Washington, D.C.
Fleece
Talk
him.
to them.
Fleece him. Freaking fleece him.
Yeah. That might go from 1 to 2. They might say there's another offer on the table. What do you got for us? And the Commanders overpay to move up 1 spot. You turn around in number 2 and get Marvin Harrison Jr. And then New England, hey, you're going to get Jaden Daniels probably. I would not want Drake May.
I can't wait to listen
I
to
don't
Tony
either.
try to pronounce Jaden Daniels throughout the season.
Why?
You change his name every time you say it.
I thought I said Jaden Daniels.
You're like Jaden Daniels. I'm like, hell?
Jay Daniels.
I just
Daniels.
I don't want to take a step back. I think that's what it boils down to. I don't want to take another step back. We've been a laughing stock for a while now, and I don't want to turn into like the new age Lions.
Wait, what's this? Ask Tony to say tour. Tour?
I used to say tour all the time. When I had a bad habit.
Are they on tour?
We went to concerts back in the day. They say, who's on tour? I always say like "tuh," like it's something like I have like something going on. But they've made me say it so damn much.
How has
that
Josh
I
not
it.
strangled you?
I apparently say museum wrong.
How do you say museum?
Museum.
What's wrong with that?
Thank you. But everybody looks at me. Or what's
How are
another
you
one?
supposed to say museum?
Room?
Well, rum is not right. Rum's not right. It's
No,
not, you're
room,
not
like a room you're sitting in.
I know what you're saying. It's not. You sound like you're saying rum.
Rum. We're in the room of rum.
We have rum.
It's the Chicago accent.
Go get the rum from the rum.
That's why I don't.
Chicago thing.
Y'all are terrible.
Oh man.
Oh.
No, it's just great. It's just
Hey,
it's
new
just,
WWE game came out. Tony, when are you getting it so you can play Josh and I in a triple threat?
so you guys can team up on me 2-on-1 because we're having a fair triple threat match, or how about a special referee match where somebody's the referee and oh boy, 1, 2, boop.
I am in.
Josh is like,
I'm
wait
so
a
in.
minute.
Can I be a special guest referee in a Josh versus Tony match?
Yes. Oh man, and then have like the Jim Ross, good God Almighty, you son of a bitch.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I
am
love it.
so in for all of this.
It will be coming down the line. Also down the line, coming next week, MLB The Show 24.
Which that brings me to an interesting point. You guys want to do the live draft, baseball draft next week?
I was going to ask about that when you want to do it.
Yeah, because we're coming up to that. So
I'm thinking like 2 weeks.
I suck at drafting though.
it would draft a kicker.
You can never have enough kickers.
Never. You can never have enough
They're
kickers.
the toughest.
You are the taco of baseball, but we need somebody.
Password is taco.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
You have to defend your title. I got to try to come from the number one spot, but if you take Ohtani, apparently, he's not much of a cheat code this year. It was batted, not just batted and pitching. So maybe it won't be as bad.
And speaking of 2K24 or whatever it is, that's what I'm doing right now while I'm talking to you guys.
Not paying attention to the show.
I'm paying attention.
Yeah,
I
Josh's show and wrestling.
I have answered every question and I have inputted everything you could have asked me to do.
He's
I don't wanna
insulted
hear
me
that.
twice, too. He's on a roll. He knows what he's doing.
We're only 16 minutes
I
in
know.
here.
Twice.
Layup.
Pumpkin-headed bastard. Like, we're only 16 minutes in.
You guys
And we don't have Wish.com riff-raff with us
What?
this week to take some of it off.
Wow, here we go.
Wow.
I guess
I
we're
was
starting
making a
this
joke.
now.
I remember the talk earlier pre-show about, thinking I'm an idiot. I'm like, guy, you don't even know. Talk about making fun of. Guy, you don't even know. What are we talking about here?
I mean, if there was ever somebody where I go, that kid's a dum-dum, that's you, Tony.
Thank you. Exactly. See? It's same page. Potato, patata.
It's definitely a bless his heart. Simple Jack, look, mother.
Told that at time we're 7.
You are the group Simple Jack.
Thank you, I suppose.
You 100% are.
I suppose that's a thank you. So
Someone
what are your
wouldn't
guys'
say fuck me
opinions
for.
on wrestling so far?
I enjoy it when you're buying it.
When it goes on sale.
Oh, I don't like to hear that.
Go in there and ask mommy if she can buy you the game.
I agree.
Hey, listen. If my wife's listening, she even said,
I hope she
"Fucking
is.
Video game? Are you
I
buying a new
hope
wrestling
she
game?"
is.
Because-
You deserve so much better. You could do so much better.
I can
I'd
do so
agree.
much better.
No,
Shaq,
no,
you can do
he's
so
not
much better.
saying you at all.
Not even a little.
Oh man, Tony. Tony's down bad.
I'm gonna leave, man. Why does everyone make fun of me? No, but she was like, "Are you gonna get it?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "It looks like the same thing as last year, but isn't that every game?" Like we buy games that look the same
Wow.
last year, and it just
Wow. She threw a dash of shade at it. That's what I like about her.
I know. She totally did. And it does, but you know what?
You
Baseball looks the
freaking
same. I'm
wonder
gonna buy it.
why
Like,
we like her so much. Because she'll throw shade at you when we're not available to.
Tate says, "Damn, I was gonna try to jump into Tristan's spot tonight, but I don't want to catch a stray one from Josh."
Come on, Tate. We like you.
we always accept the next. Come on.
Come
I
on
mean,
in, Tate.
I'll
You're
throw
welcome.
an invite if you want me to.
Come
You
on,
are
Tate.
Absolutely welcome.
Come on down.
You know,
You're just doing this so Tristan gets mad, aren't you?
unlike freaking Kevin Federline's ugly twin.
Yeah, what was up with the hat dissing for 15 minutes last week? What was
Dude,
all that?
we're not gonna
What?
talk about last week's episode
What?
at all.
What's
Last week's
wrong?
episode needs to go down the drink.
Why?
Last week's episode was brutal. I think we had 3 viewers total.
Hi, and I was one of them.
Yeah, and Tony was one of them, so he doesn't even count. He counts for -2. So
How is that our fault? I mean, how is it not our fault? But how's that our fault?
it's not.
Maybe
It's just a show we won't talk. See, this is what sucks because we do a lot of football talk
I think I
during the
had
season.
some of my favorite.
And now that football's over, we really don't have nothing much to talk about. There's no baseball going on. I mean,
we have
hockey
stuff to
trade
talk
deadlines
about.
tomorrow. Do I want to sit here and do combine talk for the next 45 minutes?
no,
I
because
don't.
here's the thing. Combine is overrated in a sense of like what it means for the NFL draft, okay?
It's only been overrated since Josh Rosen was drafted.
The Rosen.
You know,
Welcome to the Gamers Do Sports podcast, Mr. Tate.
Hey.
the
Yeah,
fourth man. The fourth
The
man.
fourth, the alternate.
We like you.
You're still going to catch a stray one. You just don't know when. Josh's mood changes like that.
I can't. No, I'm not.
I
I'm
catch
not-
one on any day that ends in Y. So
Shut up,
That's-
Tony.
I could try.
Would you agree with us when we say that Tony is kind of the Meg of our group.
Tony is. We need to change Tony's nickname to Tommy.
Tommy. Why Tommy?
Tommy.
You never heard the joke of retard Tommy?
Okay, we need to
There
I gotta
we
say.
go.
See, I was afraid of bringing Boom on tonight because of something like that. And here comes Tate, 10 minutes or 1 minute into being here.
One minute. Give me 60 seconds.
We
Oh,
can't
God.
say the mad word.
Matthew, you should still do football talk. Never had a season. I'm seasoned out of football at the moment.
Listen, we just talked about Bears off season for 15 minutes. I mean, we
Yeah,
just
and
started
that's
the
something
show.
that'll put you in a mental facility.
I'm impressed you
Okay,
guys haven't hit
so-
the NHL trade deadline yet.
Yeah, my team made a move. Whoopity doo. They still ain't gonna win
They
anything.
proceeded to watch David Pastrnak skate down the ice and put another one in the net tonight against them.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful.
How'd
So
you score
great.
again?
My fan base is flip flop city, man. They
The
think
most
they're a couple
fair
contenders.
weather fans in all of sports, Toronto Maple Leaf fans.
I mean,
Tony,
let's
when
say
you guys
hockey.
lose, it's sell everybody.
Listen, if it's hockey only, sure. All
Well,
the
welcome.
sports.
Welcome to welcome to a show that is borderline of being canceled every single week.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for showing up. Appreciate the. Who's your favorite team, Matthew? May I ask in chat? Do you have any team that you're diehard of?
Matty!
To avoid dead air while that response
Matt is-
happens.
Well,
due to
no,
the
I
tape delay.
thought someone else would talk. There's four of us fucking here.
What
I
would
mean-
you want me to say? Yes.
Matt
Who is your
is-
team?
Matt is Bears.
Oh,
Big time
okay.
Bears.
I'll see, and he missed it. So, well, welcome. I'm a
Not
Lions
Bears.
fan.
Yeah. Hardcore Bears fan.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
want to
that's
talk
good.
about football, so we won't
No, I
talk
don't wanna
about my
talk.
team.
No,
I'm
okay.
with my
Hey,
7th
hey,
inning
hey! If
today.
you get that quarterback, that might be the first step. I mean, you guys already took the first step with getting rid of Belichick.
In 3 years, maybe we'll make the playoffs again.
Are you gonna hit me with the who is it? The dude from Chicago from Pardon the Interruption.
Mike
Wilbon.
Idea.
Yeah. You're 2 years away from being 2 years away.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Classic line.
The
Classic
Phoenix Suns mentality.
I get to look forward to Georgia football come Saturdays, and that's about all the joy for football I get now.
Go Dogs.
Sick 'em.
Okay, so I'll ask a question if you want to talk about some random stuff. LeBron scored 40,000 points this past week. Is it an unbreakable record?
Yes, and nowadays NBA, yes, because he came into the league when he was 18. That doesn't happen anymore. It's not allowed to happen anymore.
Right.
I feel like, and this isn't an offense to you, Tony, because I've seen the question asked multiple times. It's a dumb question. That is the most obvious answer ever.
So if somebody, let's just say, because you can come in at 20 years old, correct? If you come in at 20 and in the 20-year span, they would have to do is just an incredible amount
Tony,
of
is he
points.
going on a team with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade again? Is there ever going to be a team like that ever again?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I don't think so.
The
I
NBA,
don't
the
think
NBA loves super teams. They absolutely love super teams.
Is there
I
ever going to be a
absolutely think
team
there's a possibility.
of the caliber of LeBron with Kyrie and an old boy who
Well,
forgot how
LeBron
much
is an
time there was
all-time
left on the
great.
clock?
So, is there an all-time great that's young right now that could be an all-time great that could team up with other all-time greats? That's really the question. Because Steph is 35 years old. So unless somebody like Giannis joins Steph or somebody like that, I think that's their only chance.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. You got to be in the league as long as LeBron is too. Like that's
Absolutely.
That's the whole point. No one's going to have a 40-plus year career in the NBA anymore. I'm not saying LeBron's having a 40-plus year career,
No.
but I'm using it for the argument's sake.
I get
Careful,
that.
you might go bionic here.
The guy's been in the league for what, almost 30 years
21
now?
years. 21 years.
21 years?
Yeah.
Think about that. He's been in the league for almost as many years as I've been alive.
I know. When he
So-
started basketball, it was 2003.
It's
A lot
like
of things
Yager.
changed. Yes.
if it
Yes.
makes you feel any better, my disdain for LeBron James started early.
Oh, same here.
Like started his first year.
Same
I hated
here.
him in his first few years because he was a Pistons rival. I couldn't stand him at first.
Yeah, but you
Expected.
jumped on a certain extremity not short after.
No, what happened was I learned the fact that this guy's an all-time great, and he actually does a lot of good.
I wish you put sound effects in here because I would go probably to an adult site and find a certain sound that one would make performing a adult act on another person.
Because I
And
like a guy
every
that you
time-
don't.
Every
What?
time Tony would talk about LeBron, I would just play that in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let's put the same sound effects as you talk about Kobe. Same.
Kobe,
Exactly.
don't you dare.
Oh,
don't
don't
you
I dare
dare.
What? Kobe's an all-time great, and you love him. What the hell's the difference?
Is the number 2 greatest player of all time.
Debatable. But
Oh boy,
yes.
here comes the conversation.
Hey,
He knows
Jordan's
better.
one. Jordan's one. That we can all pretty much agree on. LeBron's number 2 for me.
Bullshit.
Absolutely. Number 2, the best all time.
I hope you get I'm not even going to say it. You need Jesus.
I don't need Jesus. If I needed
That's what I'm gonna
Jesus,
say
a long time
online.
ago.
So
The only
John's
argument-
number 2 is
The only
Kobe.
argument that I have is just the difference in the game, and even someone just recently talked about that on one of like the main like ESPN shows of just the lack of defense in the game nowadays
absolutely.
compared to back when MJ played, and I think there should be an actual argument for someone hitting 40,000 points, because at the rate that we're going right now, the NBA is going to turn into 170 points per team a night.
I think so too.
Yeah, the
I-
scoring's ridiculous.
I 100% agree. There's no defense anymore.
There's zero defense. It's going to turn into the All-Star game every night.
But
So
one of my boys brought up a good point. It's because of the change in rules. If you really think about it, and I don't know how long you've been watching this, but when they got rid of hand checking is when defense started to dwindle.
Correct.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's from being a 90s kid watching the Bulls play and everything. That hand check was vital because you could tell where that guy was going.
Chrome is in the
Wait.
chat now and brings up the anniversary just last week.
Who do you think you are?
I am.
That's right.
Good old Pete.
God.
Did you see
Steve
my
Weber.
Facebook post about that? Me after I finally landed the ball on the green on a par 3 after hitting 2 houses, one in the water,
His
2
thumbs
in the
are-
sand,
Oh,
and one
man.
3 holes over.
I will say on the LeBron point, if there was harder defense in the league, he would have not been in the league right now. It would have been retired a couple years ago. But because you can't be as hard on the guys,
And
they
they're
dress
in better
players
physical-
like
Let's
crazy
just put
now.
away some of the players that like everybody would say they would want to see go up against LeBron James. Okay, let's put away the Scottie Pippens, the Michael Jordans, the Hakeems, and everything. Imagine LeBron James going one-on-one during a playoff game against John Starks, and how he was a bug, man. He was in your ear. He was on you nonstop. LeBron wouldn't have a successful game against him. Ron Harper, another one. Dennis Rodman. A lot of people talk about his rebounding, but not a lot of people talk about how good his defense really was.
Chrome brings
Sprewell.
up Tony Allen.
Charles Sprewell.
Sprewell, Marbury, like, I'm sorry.
Chrome brings up Tony Allen.
Yeah, Tony Allen was another
Tony
pest.
Allen.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's some pest guy. I 100% agree.
John Stockton.
Yeah, he stole the ball a lot,
Thomas,
even.
and-
Isaiah Thomas, 100%, even though it pains
Yeah.
me to say as a Bulls fan, but like, just imagine those players.
Starks a goat in 2K.
Damn straight. Damn straight. But I mean, really think about that. He wouldn't have been able to hang like that, like everybody thinks he would. The 90s NBA was a stronger league.
Sure,
Harder
absolutely.
league.
It's what the 90s NBA now is what college reminds me of, which is why I love to watch college.
Because they let these boys play.
Yeah,
Like
they let
he'll
him
blow
play.
apart in LeBron's direction and he flops onto the ground.
Grandma Larry Johnson. Yeah,
That's why I've got my good old USF hat on. 15 straight men's basketball wins.
Imagine him trying to dunk on Patrick Ewing.
Oh, I know.
Or Hakeem.
And this is why it bugs me that some of the younger guys that are on Fox and ESPN say that the league is the best it's ever been.
Because it's the best it's ever been in their lives.
Right. And I was going to say, a lot of it also is, if you told me the league is at best it can from when it comes to a physical standpoint and a lot of stuff like that, sure, when it comes to like being a physical specimen and the trainings, it's the top notch, 100%. But it doesn't mean the game is going to translate to being better, especially if you play no defense. And they're trying to show you highlights of defense. And I'm like, this is basic defense in the 80s and 90s. I got Bill Laimbeer throwing people down and trying to punch people after a play. And they just call a foul. They didn't kick you out. They called a foul. Like, all right, you can't punch a motherfucker. You know?
Settle down there, motherfucker. Come on.
I'm just saying, yeah. So now you talk about that era, and then you talk about the era where I hit you, and it looks like he's flopping like a fish and call like a technical. Like, well, we're talking about two different eras of basketball.
7.
Yeah. And it's annoying to watch a regular season game and the flow of these games. And I'll say this to anybody in here who likes basketball. I hope it's good for you. But as a fan that's casual, regular season NBA basketball is unbearable. There's no real flow. There's too many fouls. There's too many timeouts. There's too many guys that just half-ass playing defense. It sucks. It's not a good product.
And there's a lot of people that'll say that, but I've not been a fan of the NBA in the past 10 years.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you know what good NBA is? Just buy NBA 2K. That's my basketball. That's when I can just go throw it on and there's going to be defense and shit going on that you can play.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like we can play in anyway.
As a younger guy, I don't think high scoring is good basketball. I think semi-rough D, and gritty, and I'm assuming that meant grit. Earn your shot type basketball is great. I did grow up on the grit and grind Grizzlies, though.
Was that like Marcus Gasol, Tony Allen, that kind of era? I think that's the kind of era you're talking about, the grit and grind Grizzlies.
Yeah, because where the Grizzlies, they were just coming around when we were watching.
Yeah, because they were Vancouver originally. And then they lasted for like a couple of years and then went, oh, this ain't working. We're going to Memphis now.
2012, 2013.
Was it only that long?
I mean, it's just when you look up the grit and grind Grizzlies.
Oh, the grit and grind Grizzlies. Okay.
Is 2012.
Zebo, yes. Oh my God, Zebo, Zach Randolph. Man, that guy was a little bit of a loose cannon, wasn't he? Mike Conley when he was actually good. Yeah, I do kind of remember that team. They were the gritty Grizzlies. I missed the going to work Pistons in the 2000s that were actually watchable compared to the crap that they're putting out now.
How many wins you got now, Tony, this year?
What's that?
How many wins have they got now this year?
I think 9.
That's
kind
no
of
in German.
Kind of a shocker. I think I'll do a first here on Gamers Do Sports. The Tampa Bay Lightning have acquired Anthony Duclair and a 7th-round draft pick in the 2025 draft from the Sharks in exchange for defensive Jack Thompson and a Tampa Bay Lightning 3rd-round selection in the 2024 draft.
So you got Duclair. It doesn't move the needle for me for them.
No.
That team is
Not
selling.
much.
We need. I think, being a Lightning fan, I think we're going to go after Jacob Chikrin.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
If we could pull Chikrin and move on from a May player or two.
Of course, that guy was a joke.
Chandler Parsons was a joke.
Yeah. Did you ever see Chandler? Okay, so Chandler Parsons. I know you're probably a way bigger NBA fan than I am. Did he not sign a huge ass contract and just suck afterwards? Like he signed a big money contract. I think it was to go to the Grizzlies and just bombed out. Like he was one of those solid mid-range players, got his bag and was like, just nothing. By the way, we're 9-52, the Pistons. 9-52. We are spectacular.
Let me tell you a story about Tate from yesterday that maybe might move the needle on how you feel about him.
Uh-oh.
I got a Snapchat from him yesterday with a beer in hand at the Yankees-Rays spring training game.
Damn right.
He's like, "Oh, hey, we got dugout passes, this, that, and the other," and I was like, I responded back, "Cool, I'm at work."
Yeah, it was
All right,
last.
Chrome backed me up in my comment. Good. I
He
was right.
stole all of Memphis money and sat on the bench.
Yeah.
Bro.
He just took that freaking big ass contract and half-assed it, dude. That guy was.
Hey, how about the
garbage.
Celtics this year?
And also
Team's a
your
wagon.
hockey team's up 4-1 on my hockey team after
Yeah.
2 periods. Live update. Wow.
I saw 3, but I didn't see.
It's now 4.
I didn't see
Brandon
4.
Carlo.
It's 4. The
You let
Leafs.
old ass Brandon Carlo score on you.
Don't worry, we're losing it. We're losing to Calgary 4-2 right now,
Okay.
so it ain't much better.
For the Leafs Nation to ever listen to me here. 2 weeks ago, you're all complaining, or we're all cup, when they were beating on Arizona and all the bad teams. We had a nice little west swing. And I stayed put and said, let's see what they do at the deadline. Let's wait to see what they do if they have a little bit of a streak. Well, big old Boston's come through and has smacked us what looks like twice in a week. I'm sorry, but that's
on
the
your
alarm.
ice and our ice.
Yeah, that's the alarm that kicks in and goes, we might have to play them again in the first round or Tampa. And those are 2 tough tests again. And so all these people are like, oh, cup. No, this is not a Stanley Cup team. And this is, again, proof of it. Yes, they're trying to get more grittier with the deadline. I give them that. It's a totally different era. But that does not equivalent to all of a sudden, we're going to make this cup run. We're catching up to teams that already have these players. We add on and go, we're making a run. We're like, these same players, like, we have guys that can kick your ass. We have guys that can score. We have a good-ass goaltender. We're catching up to them by adding some gritty.
Can we agree that the Stanley Cup champion this year is going to be from the East?
It has been since, I believe.
Nope. Last year was Vegas.
Besides Colorado's one cup run, right?
And Vegas last year.
And in Vegas last year, yeah. The East is the better conference, but Vegas is loaded again. That's the problem. Vegas did the LITR crap and got 2 good players. So I think Vegas is due for another Stanley Cup run.
Hey, everyone needs to do the same bullshit they did to Tampa. If Vegas doesn't get the same hate if they win the cup that Tampa got when we won it, then everyone needs to shut up about our cup then.
I know. By the way, Chrome's has posted the thing when he signed that big deal. This is embarrassing.
Okay. $94 million contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. He played only 95 games during that span, averaging 7.2 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, and 1.8 assists in 19.6 minutes, shooting 39%.
So he borderline got paid $1 million a game.
He pulled a Russell Wilson.
As I said, he went there and ruined it. It was trash. He got paid and went, I'm good.
Yeah. Unemployment line. Let's ride.
Yeah, let's ride.
Do we think he's going to go to Pittsburgh?
No.
I think if he goes anywhere.
Think.
How about a hidden one? And I've said this to somebody and they think I was crazy. What if he reunites in Seattle?
No, that's not going to happen either. But I unfortunately think he is going to go Patriots Nation. Let's ride.
I mean, if he had to be a starter and Jane Daniels can learn and sit
in New England.
I unfortunately think that's the case. That's a lot of Boston radio talk right now is Russell Wilson.
Well, what do you think there, Mr. New England? Do you want him?
I mean, I'd rather have Baker or Kirk, but you're not going to pay Kirk all that money to make him your mentor for 1 year.
Yeah, Cousins ain't going there. He's going to chase a ring.
And
yeah, I think Cousins is going to go to Atlanta.
He ain't gonna
I want Fields to go to Atlanta.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because the way they run their offense, Justin Fields with Bijan and Algier and a better offensive line and 2 great weapons in Pitts and Drake London. I mean, that sounds – and the easier division. They could win the South with Justin Fields at quarterback.
Bears fans be pissed.
You would be pissed because no matter how much you say you hate him, you like Justin Fields.
Well, think about it. It's not hard to figure out, buddy. I like a fast quarterback. He just needs to throw better.
You talk
That's
all
it.
your smack about Justin Fields all season, then every offseason you're like, oh, I think we should keep him and just put some pieces around him.
I stand by my statement.
But all year long, what are you saying? Can't wait till this guy's gone.
I'm a Bears fan. I talk shit. That's what we do.
No.
Like most of the time we don't know what we're talking about.
Josh, you talk shit to your own shadow.
I do. Quiet bitch. You never can trust them.
I did have a Hootie song come on the radio this week.
Don't you fucking dare.
Not for copyright reasons, we won't.
You just gotta let her cry sometimes.
You know what? Maybe she deserved it. We're in a very, feminist world now. Gay women, all that jive. But
Hey,
that bitch probably deserved to cry.
Since we're really not talking about just one topic in general, Tate, I have a question for you.
No.
If you were a host on
With the
Gamers
most.
Do Sports podcast,
Oh God.
This
and
is great.
your one job was to make me a thumbnail each week, when would you get me that thumbnail?
The day before.
Oh,
That's even better. That's
way
that's
better.
Still better.
What would you do, or what would you assume my response would be that at 6 o'clock I still don't have a thumbnail for tonight? What would you think my response would be to you?
I don't know. Go after yourself.
Okay, see? I'm not a hard person to please.
I don't know. Well,
Debatable.
Yeah, you are definitely a diva.
I mean,
That mullet has brought it out of you.
The mullet has a mind of its own. Leave me alone.
It does. It brings out a whole different
I
personality.
guess kind of the question is when do you start to determine like what your show is going to be about? Like when do you announce that?
What are you doing?
I don't know. The State of the Union was tonight. He could have made a thumbnail based off of that.
Would you like to be on this?
I agree with my
podcast?
Oh,
boy.
you have a
Todd,
child.
the
I agree with
only
my boy Matt down there. Justin ain't going anywhere.
the only
Behind the
Jacobson,
podcast world.
the only Jacobson Tony that I can tolerate.
Yeah, is that your opinion on Justin Fields too?
Yep.
All right, I agree.
Out of the two in that room, I'd rather hear from her.
100%.
I mean, I hear that all the time.
I heard that one.
There he goes. He's gone.
I'm trying to figure out if he muted himself or if his mic just peeked out.
I want to see Tony do a dance.
Dance, Tony.
Good Lord.
Did you guys just hear there was an earthquake in Michigan?
What the fuck? Wait a damn minute.
Hold on a minute, player.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't see the other line, but hold on a minute, play.
Where's the Undertaker? I
He's
can
crispy,
just
though.
feel it.
Oh my god, dude! I gotta play that video. Do you know how unhinged SmackDown vs. Raw used to be?
Oh, it was great. It was
Hang
great.
on a second. I gotta
Wait.
play something.
When you saw that little general manager strut out in his fantastic suits that he had, you knew someone was getting their ass kicked by the Undertaker.
So this video that I'm about to show is from New Legacy Inc., who, if you don't ever watch their playthroughs of
Great
old
stuff.
wrestling games, it is so funny.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
I've
So
never
all
seen
credits to them. Here you go.
Oh no. I don't know that for too long. Which one specifically? What? Holy fuck! Crispy cracker. That's so sick. You tell him. Yeah, whoop his white ass.
Holla, holla, holla.
Whoop his white ass.
Oh, and it's so funny because their subscribe animation on their show is like the old Raw nameplate.
Yeah.
So anytime they're wrestling on Raw and the plate comes up, they're like, "Thanks, Stone Cold Steve Austin, for the subscription." Chrome knows who it is. Chrome knows.
Yeah, Chrome knows. I'm not surprised. Chrome knows. There you go.
Dude, Johnny Blood, just perfect streamer.
So I'm working on an article for Sectator about WrestleMania.
Well, you said that one right finally.
Yeah, I know. I always used to call it Sectator. Yeah.
Sectator.
It's
I've been
WrestleMania
writing
related.
several articles for him, and
I know,
Now
and I'm
got
still
the
an
name
idiot. Anyways, put the point. I'm rewatching WrestleManias. There's a reason why. We'll just say it's a main event thing. We'll leave it at that. But some of the racial stuff they used to say back in the day, man, you can't say it now.
How about 2005, Tony, or 2006? John Cena, Booker T, and Vince McMahon in the back.
Yeah. There's that. But
Booker T, WCW.
Hulk Hogan calling Yokozuna something in the back, and I'm like, ooh, that's a bit direct and racist, shall we say? And it's just like looking back at it, you're like, oh my.
Chrome Deadlock's podcast is another thing that is phenomenal. When they do their watch throughs of old Raws and SmackDowns, it's great. Thank you, Darby Allin, for just launching yourself through a pane of glass, just willy-nilly.
Oh, now he's going to climb Mount Everest, by the way.
Is he really?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Is he going to do a coffin drop from the top of Mount Everest onto the Young Bucks?
He'll play next week as his last match on AEW for a while. Bless you.
Thank you.
And yeah, they're sitting there. He's sitting there saying that he's climbing Mount Everest, like legit.
Get you some.
So
I did not know that was legit. I thought that was just a meme.
No, he's legit claiming it. And hey,
you gonna bring his skateboard?
I saw Chrome's tweets about it. You know what? For everybody who likes AEW right now, it looks like it's back on a decent track for the moment.
Who live react to Darby Allin's promo from last night? Darby Allin had a promo last night?
Yeah. He did have a promo last night. I forget the exacts about it, but it was something I think ripping on certain guys not getting pushed or something. I don't know.
It's 7 minutes long. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. We'll do live react. We don't got much going on.
No. But my point being is anybody who likes AEW currently, I'm glad the direction they're going. But for fuck's sakes, Tony Khan, before you start, shut up and just let your product through instead of going on and go, oh guys, I love it. We have the biggest announcement of all time. Oh my god, you gotta watch special. Just
my big announcement is we did a logo change.
Yeah, we did a logo change and we're gonna talk WWE. Like, calm down, do your product and shut up. Just you have a good thing going. Just keep it quiet, do your thing. Go ahead.
Here's, I guess, the live react to Darby Allin. And you guys just tell me to pause whenever you see fit, and I'll pause whenever I see fit.
And Darby, I want to ask you what's next for you, but we know it's coming up next week against Switchblade Jay White at Big Business live here on TBS. But my question for
Big Business, by the way, is a terrible way to hide the fact that Sasha Banks is going to be debuting on your show for the last 2 months.
She's coming back soon, she says.
What's it going to be like for Darby Allin without Sting?
It would have been great if you just started crying.
I'm going to ride my skateboard and climb Mount Everest.
Go hang out in the rafters.
This isn't going to be easy, Tony. You know, it's crazy to think about it. About 5 years ago, I was homeless about 40 minutes away from here in downtown Atlanta.
So was Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And then
Hanging
Sunday,
out.
I was main eventing one of AEW's best pay-per-views of all time in Sting's retirement match. I said I'd stop at nothing to make sure his career ended with the respect it deserved. And I felt like I did just that.
Can I just comment? Is he wearing like that old Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy shirt there from
2000 style?
Yeah, the 2000 style Hardy Boys shirt.
Yeah, 100%. It looks like it, just to the core.
I'm lacerated. I'm beat up. I'm tired. But what's next for Darby Allin? Well, next week at Big Business, I got a match against Jay White. And then on March 27th, I'm flying to go climb Mount Everest.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome.
That's an odd way to say you're partying with Scott Hall.
There you go.
Darby's been training for that for months.
And this is me just talking from the heart here. This is me talking from the heart. There's no guarantee that I'm going to come back alive from Mount Everest.
Damn.
I just want to take this time to say thank you to every fan and thank you for AEW for giving me this dream.
Tony
And if
Khan
next
gonna climb
week
it
is
with
my
him.
last ever match,
Hang
I'm
on.
gonna-
Hang on. Did I just see two people? Yep. Those aren't masks, folks. Those are painted on.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know what the
respect.
best part of that is? They're sitting like upper level because look how dark it is.
Yeah.
They're sitting upper level,
Hey,
and this
let them
cameraman
have fun.
pointed at. I'm not saying anything against it.
Let them do them.
Next week is my last ever match. I'm going to do what I always do. And that
Go
is
to
go
WWE.
out fighting for my life.
Go to
Wrestle this
WWE.
championship.
Is that Tate?
That was fantastic. It came out of nowhere.
Is that what he meant by Mount Everest?
That was
It might
great.
be.
Oh,
Somebody
God.
asked me.
I'm glad
why not
somebody
just
got
keep
it.
Defending it and find a new
So
partner. Well,
good.
let's get serious here, Tony. I cannot. I can't replace the icon Sting.
I think Josh's camera is frozen.
Josh is frozen, by
I
the way.
get that.
Yeah.
So next team that wins this, congratulations.
Well, relinquish the title. That's what just happened right there. Whoop.
And then that's when Jay White comes out. Okay.
Nah, Josh is still frozen.
I know, and I'm here.
Yeah. He looks so enthused. Look at that
You
Josh
look
face.
so
Look at that
intense.
face.
Josh has RBF like a mother.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's just
Hold on.
I
We'll
think
leave
he's
and
just
come back
bar.
in.
Pretty good ventriloquist, Josh.
it's just RF. It's just resting phase. Careful, you're gonna catch a stray one.
I do with him all the time. This is nothing new.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
man. That was great though. He's going to WWE.
There he is.
I was about to say I heard him laughing, but I didn't see him laughing. I was like,
Dude, it was great. Like you came right off the cuff. I'm going to WWE.
Beautiful. I'm sorry. It was beautiful.
I'm telling you, that's what Mount Everest is. It's just
Like, just how
flying to
quickly he
Stanford,
said it.
Connecticut.
It's the
He's
game.
signing his It's the game.
It's the game.
Triple H.
Let's,
Come to WWE.
and that's Stephanie.
We don't have Vince McMahon.
speaking of which, is it like an official thing? Like he's been blurred out of the game?
No, he has not.
Wait, Vince?
They actually
Yeah.
have him in the showcase.
Yeah, but his face is blurred out.
No,
that's
he's in the showcase. He is a character in the showcase as a
Why is
manager.
his face blurred out in the one?
I don't know, but
blurred
he
out?
literally is involved in the Austin Rock match on the showcase.
Huh.
Unblurred.
That's why like I was just asking because like I've seen like Twitter blowing up about Vince McMahon being blurred.
Josh's
Yeah.
big thing was that they blurred out Earl Hebner. For some reason, it offends Josh.
It does, man.
He's a
He's a
class.
great referee.
He's an all-time favorite referee of mine because that dude was the referee growing up. Is Earl Hebner,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah, I am offended by that. Fuck you. I'm gonna die on that hill.
Josh is offended.
Hey Tony, give me a player that played for Toronto and Chicago.
No, I mean I get it, Chrome. I get it, Chrome. He might
Peter
be going
Mraz.
to WWE. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you an immaculate grid randomly?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony?
Yeah.
On some sort of bright side tonight, at least your Tigers are beating the Yankees in a meaningless spring training game.
Wow, cool.
Hey, we beat the Yankees too when I went.
In a meaningless spring training game.
Meaningless
Tristan last
spring
week. Dude, did you see our pitcher? He looks
You
unstoppable.
played against a bunch of high schoolers.
Unstoppable.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, I love you, Tristan. I'm just making
Damn.
this fucking funny.
You know, something was brought to my attention several years ago that I can't unnotice in WWE. Shawn Michaels has a lazy eye from hell.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop looking at it.
And he got lazier.
Just can't stop staring.
He's gonna have a droopy eye here before long.
Oh.
The Pistons have won their 10th game of the year. They beat the
gonna hit
Nets.
him.
Oh my God.
You're gonna
Woo!
hit
They're
a
going
little-
10.
You're gonna hit Shawn Michaels with a Forrest Whitaker curse.
Oh no.
That's terrible. That man is a legend. He's a gem.
That man was
RVD's got a bit of a lazy eye too. I don't know if anyone's noticed that one.
RVD? Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's because one of his eyes is always trained to look for the nearest drug.
Yo, bro.
It's on reconnaissance.
The original Matt Riddle.
Man,
Yeah.
RVD.
Yeah.
I remember growing up actually like hearing like he was the cousin of Rob Van Dam or of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right.
And it was like, I can see it. He looks like him. Yeah, no.
Did you see the news that Chris Jericho wants to make a WWE return now?
Of course he does.
He
Both
apparently
tickets.
wore out his welcome in AEW.
It was
The
those
AEW
shiny.
stands are pissed about him now. They're saying he's all over the TV. He doesn't want to take any time off. He does these unnecessary feuds. It's like he is.
Do you guys
15
hate his
days.
fake goofy smile promo that he does, or like his little like gimmick he's got?
I wish he'd bring back the list.
Well,
Yeah,
like
he's
what I'm talking
anal.
about with Jericho, and maybe this will explain it more. You ever notice where it looks like he thinks that everybody's really enjoying him, so he gives off that goofy, like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
When they're singing the song of his too, he's like, he's got his baseball bat and he's all smiling, like they're singing my song.
People
I
actually
think
like me.
I think it all went downhill when he had out the shiny boots. That's when you know it's like, okay, all right,
Really? It wasn't the spiked jacket that he was wearing for some ungodly reason.
you have to say it like an old lady. An ungodly reason.
The first year when AEW went into play, I love the vignettes with like Virgil, we rest in peace, Virgil, and all them saying he was the youngest 48-year-old champion of all time or something, or youngest AEW champion of all time at 48. And it was like the inner circle, like doing like backstage vignettes, hyping up Jericho. That was awesome. That the first year or two, Jericho was amazing to be there. Then, you know, you hang around too much, and now you're the modern Hogan in the sense of like, can you go away?
You're the
I
hero for
can't
so
look-
long that you get old enough to become the villain.
I can't look at Chris Jericho anymore and not think back to what Gwen said when we saw Fozzy live, and she goes, "God, he's fat." She goes, "There's not enough scarves and jackets to make him not look fat."
Jesus.
That's great.
That's amazing.
It was so true too, because this was like before he slimmed down again. It was when he looked all fucking blown up.
The match he had with Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom, he looked like a big old pud.
Somebody was
with
wearing
his
the stupid
stomach.
face paint.
That was the year after when he fought
Still dumb as shit.
Naito. But the one when he fought Omega, it was still when he was in his tights. Remember when he was in his tights for a while?
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
his like small tights with his belly out. He looked so out of shape. It's like, oh, Chris, put on some clothes, man. You don't got the physique anymore.
Dude, you know what? I could never take Chris Jericho seriously when he was wearing tights. He has always been one of the pants guys to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
The first few years, again, the first few years of it was okay. But then after a while, when his physique started going and he had the tights, it's like, just go back to pants, man. Like, it's like if Shawn Michaels went to like tights out of the blue, you'd be like, no, man, like you're a pants guy. Or like Cena had to go to tights. Like, no, you're the jorts guy. Like, you're John Cena. You have a style. Keep it.
Can I just say how dumb this looked? Hang on. Of course, I don't have the picture up yet. There you go. Can I just say how dumb this looked?
You remember his nickname for that? Instead of the Rainmaker, he was the Painmaker.
Oh God.
That's his.
Honestly, God, like I appreciate everything Jericho's always done for the business and all that.
All time.
Can I just say there's not a more cringe-inducing wrestler in the game right now than Chris Jericho?
If he went away for 6 months and came back, people would be hyped to see him. Right now, it's like,
and like all the allegations are just that. They're just allegations. Nothing's proven and all that.
No, I get that.
I'd have to put one over on him. Ric Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair can go at this point.
He needed to go. He needed to stay
Ric
the
Flair
fuck
can
away.
Just go, man. I don't need to see Rick anymore. Same thing with DDP. I don't need to see DDP anymore.
I like DDP.
I'm sorry, not DDP. Jeff Jarrett. I'm an idiot. Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett can go. It's not the TNA guitar Jeff Jarrett anymore, which was the best Jeff Jarrett. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh no, Slapnuts was the best one. With the Hunter yellow glasses.
Have we ever done a live reaction of Scott Steiner math on here?
No, but why not? Chrome, we're not knocking per se the Painmaker like when he wrestled. However, the look, cheesy. Very cheesy.
Tate, have you ever seen Scott Steiner math?
No, I have not.
Oh yes.
You're in for a treat.
Oh God.
Oh,
here we go.
amazing.
TNA 2008 Scott Steiner.
If this makes you guys feel any older, I was 6 turning 7 when this happened.
Hold on.
No, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice.
Math checks out.
It all adds up.
It all adds up.
Math checks out. Math doing mathing.
Tony, what was the Scott Steiner fat guy thing? What was that one?
Okay. It was I think if you search YouTube Scott Steiner, he's fat. It was the Main Event Mafia.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
That shit was hilarious.
One more Scott Steiner one for the road boys.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know. But you got to look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is going to trial us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right.
He's fat. I don't care if he don't, I'll make him bleed.
He's fat. I'll make him bleed.
Bro, someone needs to recreate that promo, but do it with Nia Jax.
Oh God, Tate.
That was good. I'd have to agree with him on that one. All I have to see when she comes out is Baby D from Friday After Next.
The Purple Warrior promo. I don't even think I've seen the Purple Warrior promo.
There's another one that I found that was really good. I don't know if it was a best of Scott Steiner. There was one of those plastic ducks in the back, and Scott Steiner had a pipe. He starts beating, goes, "I hate ducks!" And he starts beating the shit.
Hang on, I'm looking that one up. I'm looking that one
This
up.
shit was too great, man. You could see it. That guy was
Hang on.
all-time bad, great promo.
It's a 6-second video.
There it is.
He goes,
I fucking love this. Oh my god.
Once again.
I hate ducks. Oh god. That shit has been going every time, man.
Tony.
Yeah.
He's fat.
I hate ducks. He's fat. I mean, how? Scott Steiner. I swear to God, this guy.
He's fat.
I hate ducks. Oh my God. Woo! Let me tell you. Oh my God.
Great. Absolutely great.
He's just a gem, man. He's so bad. He's just a gem.
I need more Scott Steiner. Give me more Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner promos.
I don't want to watch like a fucking 4-minute video of it.
Oh, and Scott Steiner
God.
talk shit to Ric Flair. That shit was great.
Have you ever seen the Jay Lethal Ric Flair thing?
Oh, what's that one? Has no sugar for Bull Ray.
Have you seen the no sugar one?
No
Right there.
sugar.
Right there. It's
Yeah,
a
right
lot
there.
of them,
Point to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard I got
This is funny.
next week, but I don't believe it. See, I don't have a match tonight, but I'm still working out because I have nothing else to do. What am I gonna do? That's what I do. What am I gonna do? Play the guitar? I can't play the guitar. All I do is beat people up. I question myself, what is Bully Ray's motivation? You know, I know he loves sugar, but I check my pocket. I don't have no donuts. I don't have no cheeseburger. I know you love sugar, but I ain't got none. Bully Ray, you got 1 week to come up with an imaginary set of balls to get in the ring with me. Because next week, I'm going to beat your ass. Because that's what I do. Shut up! Now shut up, man! You are a redneck! You got a redneck truck! Get a GPS! Yeah, dumb! Give my bags! Give my bags! And you shine my shoes if I want you to!
Scott, hey
What?
Scott, can I just get a word with you just for a minute?
Baby.
Is that okay?
You can get my room number if you want, baby. You want to feel like you're a real man? Huh? You want to kiss that? Kiss that, baby. Huh?
Nice.
Yeah, you damn right it's nice. I'm going to show Kurt Angle that I'm not going to be nice tonight. Kurt Angle, you're not the American hero. I am. I'm the American hero, and tonight I finish it. Yourself. Listen, I'm doing him and egg. You're not being doing.
I'm doing him and egg.
I'm saying it to your dumb redneck ass. I'm hard. Responsible for what happened. Well, I hold myself responsible, and I want to apologize to you right now because you trusted my judgment. Everybody knows you can't stand Jeff Jarrett. When you look at him, you want to choke him out. So I'm apologizing to you right now for even trusting me, Kurt. Now, Jeff Jarrett, you sorry son of a bitch. 20 years down the tube, you had a chance to join me. You had a chance to join the main event mafia, and you stuck it up. 20 years of friendship, 20 years of our kids playing together, and you chose these young punks at lockdown? Well, you listen to me. I'm going to treat you like a young punk in this match tonight. And when I beat you, I'm going to spit in your face.
Yeah.
Dude, Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner's awesome.
The Purple Warrior prom. I don't remember that.
Early 2000s Hulk Hogan or Randy Savage.
Oh my God.
Hang on, let's
I
go to
just
Purple
saw-
Warrior.
Oh no.
This really scares me, Tony. As you can see, when Big Papa Pump comes to town, all my hooches come around.
Already bad.
But it's just a damn shame that we had to leave LA and come to this cesspool called Tulsa. But last night when I was kicking it in the booty-o, proving that I was the daddy, that I was the king of the night. But I'm not one to brag. Medeja, Kim, why don't you tell me what it's like to be with the Purple Warrior? The what?
Papa Pump.
You're not just any man between the sheets, honey. Kim, why don't you tell him what he's really like? Oh, that's right. Big Papa Pump's not, and he's our Superman.
You're damn straight. So this goes to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear me. He's right about Tulsa, Tony. You know what you get when you spell Tulsa backwards, don't you? I'm done. No.
If creatine and Mountain Dew had a love child, it would be.
Now, last week, I was watching TV.
Oh, this is where he rips Ric Flair.
I watched a 53-year-old man come out here who has more loose skin than a Shar-Pei puppy come out here and say he's still the man.
Yeah.
I seen Ric Flair, number 2, the Nature Boy, come out here, who's been the butt end of all the jokes because he's supposed to be the limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun. But I'm saying one time, you should have took a cab and used that money to fix your crooked yellow teeth. So I had to ask myself, if WCW was going to hire the Nature Boy number 2.
Dude, when Scott Steiner stops and has to think about what he's saying mid-sentence, there's nothing fucking funnier.
Why wouldn't they hire the Nature Boy, the original Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers? Now, I don't know that Buddy Rogers is dead, God rest his soul. But Ric Flair, your career is dead. And I know as he lays 6 feet under, he's still styling and profiling, because when you used your little brain and stole his name, there's one thing you couldn't steal, and that was his class. So when you walked down that aisle last week, I know I wasn't alone, because the people at home, all they did was grab their remote, change the channel to the WWF, and watch Stone Cold, a person you and your old friends got fired from here, because you're a jealous old bastard.
Damn.
So Ric Flair, remember this, in this wrestling business, there's never been a bigger ass-kissing, butt-sucking bastard in this business.
There's the plot again.
In life, you're the biggest ass-kissing, backstabbing, butt-sucking bastard.
Yeah.
And you belong where you're at in WCW, because WCW sucks.
It's like
So do you. Me. I'm just going to stay right here in the NWO for life.
Bro, it's like if George W. Bush was in wrestling.
Could I tell you a fun fact about that? All that was unscripted, and he got suspended afterwards for it.
What's that?
That what he just said after the Big Bang or Holler If You Hear Me, all that afterwards was unscripted, him just going off the script. He had no feud with Ric Flair at the time, and they suspended him for 2 weeks for violating whatever.
Dude, can I tell you that when we were at the Royal Rumble, and it was one of the women's wrestlers in the Rumble, but they started off with a siren in her theme song, and the guy behind me goes, "Holler if you hear me."
I remember you and I talked about that. That shit was hilarious.
Was that who, Tate?
Was that Jade Cargill?
No. I thought it was one of the NXT chicks, though. Oh, I can't remember.
Who was it? Who was from NXT in the Rumble?
I'm pulling up the list right now.
Yeah, Chrome said in the chat, it was a go home to Super Bowl, and he wasn't even on or promoted any of the matches. He just talking shit about Ric Flair.
NXT, there was Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton.
It wasn't Stratton. Maybe Roxanne Perez, because Stratton was
or was it Jordan Grace?
Jordan Grace was TNA.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Was it?
No, it wasn't Roxanne.
I don't know what her theme song sounds like, so it could have been her, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'll work on it. I'm gonna pull up the entrance video.
It was Jordan Grace.
Was it? There you go.
Hang on. So this plays, right? This plays. And I hear the guy behind me, holler! You hear me?
I can see it. I can freaking see it.
And then I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, it would make a lot of sense if Scott Steiner came out right here.
Oh man,
because he had a 62 2/3 chance of winning.
He had a late Impact Wrestling promo where he just told the crowd to shut up and go on your cell phones and look me up because I'm the big bad booty daddy. It was like him and I want to say Eli Drake were like a tag team. It was like 2010s around there.
So he was with LA Knight.
Was he with LA Knight?
Eli Drake is LA Knight.
Yeah, it was. For some reason, I thought his name was something else. God.
Yeah.
Okay.
AJ.
Yeah.
You've played WWE, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you look at the downloaded superstars? Why is Elite Cody Rhodes his action figure?
Because they had it for Cena last year.
Yep.
Same way.
Yep.
That's weird.
Same
and
way.
You can't download Brock Lesnar at all, even though all this stuff's in the game.
He'll be in shared community. It'll be fine.
All right, you want to end it with an immaculate grid tonight?
Sure.
We already got Peter Mrazek top center. I didn't do the rest of it because I kind of figured AJ was going to do it.
Top center for New York and KC?
I was doing Puck Doku. I was doing the hockey one.
Oh, no. We do baseball around here, sir.
Yeah.
Oh.
And plus, baseball's coming in next week, so...
this is easy. Give me this one.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, that or Cano, one of those two. That was easy. Played shortstop one game for the Yankees. Was Jeter a first-round draft pick?
He was, but not in this. I mean, oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, there's your Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
All right. Boston and Seattle. Skip. Seattle.
Power hitter. JD Martinez. Did he play in Seattle? Or that was Arizona?
No. Yeah, that one we're gonna have to skip for now unless somebody knows somebody because that's hitting a blank for me. First round pick for Seattle was Griffey, right? Griffey Jr.
I don't think so. Huh?
It's Griffey Jr.
Salvador.
Sal Perez, or was it Sal Perez? No.
Perez wasn't a first round pick.
I know Bobby Witt was.
Bobby Witt Jr. is my other guess.
Bobby Witt Jr. would be.
Yeah, that was my.
It might be the more guessed one, but.
You're right. We're trying to go for 9 around here. I don't think.
You played to win the game.
Boston and Kansas City. Oh, what is his fucking name? It's not Whit Merrifield, but who was that guy that was decent for them for a minute and then they just got rid of him? He's a decent Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, I just dropped my drink.
I just dropped my drink.
Oh my God, that would work for New York too. Oh no, wouldn't this be Brock Holt? Didn't Brock Holt
Johnny
play?
Damon?
Oh, that's good, Tate. Good pull.
Yeah, Johnny Damon.
Johnny
Good pull.
Damon.
We do another one? That was pretty quick.
Puck Doku, because the Blackhawks and the Maple Leafs are on this one. Oh, that's a different one than even what I got.
Connor Bedard.
Tyler Johnson.
For here?
Yep.
Bedard.
Tyler, yep. Center is going to be Cal Foote. Yep. And then that one, you got a billion of them. Trying to think. Stammer.
Whoa!
I don't think Vinny got it. It's
fucked
Stammer.
up, boys. I fucked
Stammer.
up.
I fucked up good.
Yep, I fucked up. You know what that means when I fuck up?
Wait, let me do the Toronto one.
Okay, we'll do Toronto one.
Yay! All right. What I saw you earlier, Peter Mrazek.
Yep.
Ryan O'Reilly.
ROR.
Matt Sundin.
Oh.
There you go. Now I feel better.
All right. That'll do it for us tonight, boys.
Yeah, I feel better now.
Make sure you follow Gamers Do Sports Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can scan that QR code and it'll bring you right to all of our pages. I'm AJ at One Lug TV on Twitter, X as Tony calls it, which I fucking hate every time he does it. Josh?
I am on Twitter. I don't do much. You can find me at Camel925.
Tate, first and foremost, thanks for coming on tonight on very
thank you.
middle of the show notice.
Thanks for having me, Irritated_17, and also go Bulls. Good luck in the American Athletic Conference tournament.
Tony?
At TalkManT7 at Twitter X, like he says. I am coming out with a WrestleMania article within the next week. It is a little lengthy, but we'll get there. It's going to be fun, though.
Don't forget Tristan with all those ends down there.
You can
I guess so.
Forget there.
I guess so. All right, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, you want-